Hi, my name is Mildred, and you're welcome to another episode of Life of a Queen. Today, I'm going to be talking about my experiences in primary and secondary school. In primary school and secondary school, I wasn't exactly the type of girl that people wanted to be friends with, so I got bullied a lot. So today I'm going to be talking about bullying in schools and other places such as the home. I remember when I was growing up, I was in a particular school, I don't want to call names, and I was being called Yaro because people had gone for their JS3 long hauls and come back in SS1. And I had low cut, I was still flat chested. You know when girls come back in SS1 now, they have developed upwards and they're really curvy and everything. But I still had my low cut, I was still very slim and everything. So I had to pass the front of boys' hostel to go to class every morning. And while I'm passing, some even went as far as throwing stones and calling me Yaro. Yaro in Hausa means boy. And it really got to me because at that point of every girl's life, I think that's when we get to develop our personalities, our self-confidence and those things. But these people didn't know they were scarring me. As well as in the previous school, say primary school, I had people who would go and report to a teacher and say I did something which I didn't do, and the teacher wouldn't even listen. The teacher would just react based on what they said and just call me a dull child or something. And these things got to me, and I didn't perform well in my academic life. And this is because nobody actually sat down to ask what was going on. Nobody actually followed up in school. And even some teachers didn't even help, because some teachers, when they see students start labeling another student, they join the students to label that student. Or during class, they want to just embarrass the student, so they just call the student out to do some funny things. Or let's say their favorite student is doing something wrong and you're sitting beside the favorite student. Instead of punishing the favorite student, they call you out and punish you instead. All these are form of bullying, no matter who exactly is doing it, whether it's an elderly person or a younger person, it is still called bullying. Now, what is bullying? Bullying is when somebody uses their power to get an expression, to get a reaction out of someone forcefully. Most times, these people that do these things, they don't even know the effect of what they are doing to the person they are bullying, so they just do it. And sometimes what makes them bullies, probably they are in dysfunctional homes, so they always see people fight and do aggressive things at home, so they come out to carry out their anger on other children or other people. And then how did I deal with my own bullying issue? I love to sing and I had a very wonderful voice. So at some point, when everybody had every other thing that I didn't have, I began to use my voice. I began to sing in social gatherings, I began to give speeches, and then I began to sing in church. I began to do things that make them want to be my friends. Another way you can cope with this is avoiding them, basically. It's not that you are not being brave, it's being wise, I would say, because if you can follow another, like for instance, if I could follow another route to class, why follow front of boys hostel where they could scar me? It's just basically like that. Try to avoid these encounters so that you don't react in such a way that you're not supposed to react. As adults, we also get bullied sometimes. You can't say it's only children that get bullied. These days, family, siblings, family members bully their own selves, and they're adults. Sometimes you walk into a home and you hear the way maybe an elderly man is talking to a youthful boy, and it's scarring him. So when he goes out, he becomes very aggressive. He doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to look for a job. He doesn't want to do anything because he's like, they don't believe in me anyway, so why am I stressing myself? All these things gradually make an individual not to have confidence in themselves at all. And when an individual has no confidence in himself, there's no motivation to do anything. For instance, the rise in suicidal rates or rise in suicide rates in Nigeria have increased within the last few years. I won't say it comes down to bullying, but I would say it comes down to the lack of self-respect and self-worth. Because If over the years, say somebody is 20 years old and all his life is, for instance, grandfather or uncle has been saying, "You're a lazy boy, you don't do anything. What do you do to bring money to the house and you're just eating my food?" Of course, he's not going to feel like he has enough worth to go and get a good job that will pay him well, because they have crumbled those things, and these people don't even know they are doing. Some of them even think they are doing the individual good, but they are doing more harm than good. So these experiences in my life, so well, I thank God that I went through them and I studied psychology. So it helps me to understand these things. It helps me to know that there are better ways to handle these things than some ways that individuals choose. And also, if you're being bullied, there's nothing wrong with talking about it. You can always talk about it. For some people that are shy, like me, I was I was very shy when I was a child. So if you're shy, try and get online support where you'll be anonymous, but you would get good help. So basically, you need to forgive them and let them go, because if you don't forgive them, you're hurting yourself. Trust me, because every time you see them, you are keeping and holding a grudge, which is going to cause you migraine and other psychological problems. And they might not even know they did anything wrong. So if you can't have closure with these people, it's best to just forgive them and learn from it. In fact, the way you know you will forgiving them is when you're able to talk about it and you're even laughing and like, why were they doing the things they did? You understand? Just try. Thank you for watching today's episode. And don't forget to share, subscribe, and like down. And leave your comments. Tell me anything you want me to talk about, and I promise I'm going to share it. I'll catch you next time. Bye.